안녕하세요. Hello everyone. In this module, you will learn a variety of Korean words to talk about your daily life. How was your day today? What time do you get up every morning? Where do you eat lunch? You will study how to describe your lifestyle. Also, you will learn about words describing time and place. After completing this module, you will be able to talk about your daily life using a variety of expressions. After you finish your class or your work, where do you go? In this unit, you will take a look at a vocabulary regarding locations and the usage of action verbs. You will also learn about informal sentence endings as well. But first, shall we take a look at the conversation? Pay close attention.
어디에 가요?
학교에 가요.
Let's examine their conversation. 어디에 가요? In English is where are you going? 학교에 가요 is I'm going to school. Listen one more time and repeat. 어디에 가요? 학교에 가요. Great job. Let's look at the pronunciation. 학교 in 학교에 가요 is pronounced 학교. The final consonant 기역 in 학, the first syllable, meets the soft K sound 기역 in 교 and turns into a strong tension sound, thereby pronounced 학교. 학교. Good job. At this time, we will take a look at various verbs. In a verb in its dictionary form, or also known the infinitive or root form, it consists of verb stem and syllable 다, which is together with the verb stem to be a basic form or a dictionary form. For example, in 가다, which means to go in English, 가 is a verb stem or root which attaches to other sentence ending or a grammatical item that represents respectively a different meaning. So we will examine the basic forms of those action verbs. 가다, 자다, 만나다, 받다, 찾다, 오다, 보다, 놀다, 사다, 살다. Shall we look at words describing places? 학교, 공원, 집, 도서관, 마트, 회사, 화장실, 공항, 병원, 대사관. Lots of vocabulary, right? I know it's very hard to remember, but you're going to get used to those words after a little bit of practice. Well, now let's practice the expressions. 어디 of 어디에 가요 means where. 에 is a particle indicating one's course or direction toward a place. 가다 of 가요 is the basic form of the verb, and in Korean sentences, you don't just use the basic form, but change the verb stem accordingly, as I mentioned earlier. The stem in 가다 is 가. You have to use the ending 아요 or 어요 in a predicate sentence to change it. Then how 가다 be changed? There is a sound in ka of 가다. If it has a vowel a or o in the verb stem, you take a. Then 가다 becomes 가아요, but we say 가요 for short. Then how about 자다? Like 가다, 자다 becomes 자요. What about 만나다? It goes the same way. What is the verb stem of 만나다? Yes, it is 만나. And we take the vowel a. Since it ends with a in 만나, it becomes 만나요, just like in 가다. What about the verbs with final consonants? In 밭 of 밭다, there is a sound. 아요 follows a, so it becomes 바다요. As there is a final consonant 디귿 in 밭, we cannot shorten it and we use 바다요. 찾다, like 받다, becomes 찾아요. Then how would 오다 change in a sentence? There is o in 오다. You also use 아요 after o. So 오다 would be 오아요, but it is shortened and becomes 와요. It goes the same for 보다. There is o in 보다, so it becomes 봐요. Then what about verbs with final consonants? There is o sound in 놀 of 놀다, and since 아요 follows o, it becomes 놀아요. You can't shorten it since there is a final consonant 리을 in 놀, so it remains 놀아요. Let's take some time to summarize what we have learned. When there is a sound like in 가다 or a o sound like in 오다, you take 아요 to change it into 가요 and 와요. Shall we practice? Look at the following picture and change the correct verbs into 아요. 자다, 자요, 사다, 사요, 살다, 살아요, 보다, 봐요, 놀다, 놀아요. Well done. Then how do you respond to the question, 어디에 가요? You have to use the postpositional particle 에 to indicate the destination you are heading to. For example, if you are going to school, you say 학교에 가요. If you're going to the park, you can say 공원에 가요. If a person asks specifically 학교에 가요, you can respond 네, 학교에 가요. If you're not going to school but the library, you can respond 아니요, 도서관에 가요. Shall we practice it together? 학교에 가요? 네, 학교에 가요. Excellent work. Shall we practice talking about places? First, look at the picture and respond as in the example. 어디에 가요? 학교에 가요. 어디에 가요? 집에 가요. 어디에 가요? 도서관. 도서관에 가요. 어디에 가요? 마트. 마트에 가요. 어디에 가요? 화장실. 화장실에 가요. Shall we practice some more? Second, look at the correct picture and respond as in the example like 학교에 가요? 네, 학교에 가요. 집에 가요? 네, 집에 가요. 병원에 가요? 네, 병원에 가요. 공항에 가요? 아니요, 회사에 가요. 회사에 가요? 아니요, 대사관에 가요. Well done. Shall we take a look at a couple more words describing places? Practice on your own using the following vocabulary. 극장, 서점, 우체국, 편의점. Please pay attention to the pronunciation of the word 편의점. The second syllable 의 is pronounced like E instead of 의, which is a little bit hard to pronounce. So easily pronounce 편의점. Repeat, 편의점. Do you think you will be able to respond when you are asked where you're going? And do you think you will be able to ask the same to a Korean person? This concludes our lesson for today. 고맙습니다. 안녕하세요. Hello everyone. In our last unit, we studied how to ask and respond where we are going. We also learned how to change the basic forms of verbs using 아요 as sentence endings, such as into 가요, 봐요, and 받아요. We will continue where we left off and study the endings of verbs. We will also take a look at how to ask and answer about your daily lives. Where do you usually eat lunch? And where do you meet your friends? Like in such questions, you will learn about the place particle 에서 and how to apply it. First of all, shall we take a look at a conversation between these two? Listen carefully.
어디에서 점심을 먹어요?
학생 식당에서 먹어요.
Let's closely examine the conversation. 어디에서 점심을 먹어요? Is where do you eat lunch? 학생 식당에서 먹어요. Is I eat at the school cafeteria. Listen to it for another time and repeat it. 어디에서 점심을 먹어요? 학생 식당에서 먹어요. Excellent. Let's look at the pronunciation. 점심을 is pronounced 점심을. The final consonant mium in 심 of 점심 is prolonged to 을 and is pronounced 점심을. The final consonant 기역 in 먹 of 먹어요 is also prolonged and is pronounced 먹어요. One more time. 점심을 먹어요. 학생 of 학생 식당 is pronounced 학생. The final consonant 기역 in 학 of 학생 meets the S sound short in 생 and turns into strong tension sound, thereby pronounced 학생. 식당 is also pronounced 식당 in the same way. 학생 식당. Great job. Similar to what we did last time, we will take a look at more vocabulary. 먹다, 웃다, 배우다, 만들다, 듣다, 읽다, 마시다, 가르치다, 입다, 찍다, 쉬다, 식당, 커피숍, 연세대학교, which is the university where I am teaching in Seoul, Korea. 집, 도서관, 공원, 점심, 피자, 빵, 부채, 커피, 텔레비전, 신문, 책, 사진, 먹어요, 어디에서 점심을 먹어요 is used when you use the verb 먹다 in an informal way. 먹다 is the basic form of the verb, but you don't just the basic form in a sentence in the Korean language. In order to use it in a sentence, you have to use 아요 or 어요 and change it. For example, in 먹다, it has a vowel 어 in the verb stem 먹, so you use 어요 after the 어 sound, say 먹어요. Then how do 웃다 change? In 웃다, there is 우 sound in the verb stem 웃, and since you use 어요 after 우, it becomes 웃어요. Then how about 배우다? It also ends with a 우 sound in the verb stem 배우, so it would become 배우어요, but it is used 배워요 in short. Shall we try changing 만들다, which means to make? There is a 으 sound in 들 of the verb stem 만들, and you have to use 어요 after 으. Thus, it becomes 만들어요. How about 읽다? There is a 이 sound in the verb stem 읽 of 읽다. You also use 어요 after 이, so 읽다 becomes 읽어요. Pay attention to the pronunciation, 읽어요. How about 있다? We learned it last time. Right, it becomes 있어요. How about 마시다, which doesn't have a final consonant change? Because there is an 이 sound in 시 of the verb stem 마시, you use 어요. You shorten 마시어요 to say 마셔요. What about 쉬다, which means to rest? In 쉬 of 쉬다, there is a vowel 위, so it becomes 쉬어요. Then shall we summarize what we have learned? When 아 and 오 are at the stem of the word, it is combined with 아요. Words that we studied today other than 아 and 오 are combined with 어요. In the next unit, we will study another form. Let's practice. Look at the following pictures and using the correct verb, change it into 어요. 먹다, 먹어요. 웃다, 웃어요. 입다, 입어요. 찍다, 찍어요. 쉬다, 쉬어요. Good. Well, let's take a look at 점심을 먹어요. In the question, 어디에서 점심을 먹어요? 먹다 is a transitive verb, so it needs an object. The verb eat is a transitive verb in English, so just like in I eat lunch, the verb 먹다 needs an object like lunch. When we represent objects in Korean, we use the particle 을 or 를. You use the particle 을 when there is a final consonant. Since there is a final consonant mium in 심 of 점심, you use the particle 을, 점심을 먹어요. In 자 of pizza, there is no final consonant, so you use the particle 를 instead. 피자를 먹어요. Now, let's look at how you would respond to the question. 어디에서 점심을 먹어요? 어디 is an interrogative word asking for the location. You use the postposition 에서, which also is an indication of a place, which means in or at a place. If you eat at home, you say 집에서 점심을 먹어요. And if you eat at a restaurant, you say 식당에서 점심을 먹어요. But since there is already an object in the question, 어디에서 점심을 먹어요? You can omit the object 점심을 and simply respond 집에서 먹어요 or 식당에서 먹어요. Then shall we try saying the objects? Look at the following pictures and respond as in the example. 뭘 is a shortened form from 무엇을, which means what. 뭘 먹어요? 피자를 먹어요. 뭘 먹어요? 빵. 빵을 먹어요. 뭘 배워요? 한국어. 한국어를 배워요. 뭘 만들어요? 부채. 부채를 만들어요. 뭘 마셔요? 커피. 커피를 마셔요. Let's try make a question and answer using the location this time. Look at the following pictures and respond as in the example. 어디에서 점심을 먹어요? 학생 식당에서 먹어요. 어디에서 신문을 읽어요? 도서관에서 읽어요. 어디에서 한국어를 배워요? 연세대학교. 연세대학교에서 배워요. 어디에서 커피를 마셔요? 커피숍. 커피숍에서 마셔요. 어디에서 사진을 찍어요? 공원. 공원에서 찍어요. Excellent. Let's look at some more vocabulary. 파스타, 영화, 극장. Now, do you think you can respond if you are asked where you do something in a place? Also, do you think you can ask a question where and what a person is doing something? Listen. 저는 연세대학교에서 가르쳐요. That's it for today. 고맙습니다. 안녕하세요. Hello everyone. In the last lesson, we studied how to ask and respond to the question, "Where are you going?" and "What are you doing?" You also learned the sentence endings that change the basic forms of verbs into 어요, like 먹어요, 배워요, 만들어요, and 읽어요. We will continue to look at the sentence endings of verbs in this unit. You will also learn how to talk about your day using time expressions. Let's look at how you can say expressions like what time you get up, what time you go to sleep, and what time you do your part-time job. First, let's take a look at the conversation between two people. Listen carefully.
몇 시에 아르바이트 해요?
2시부터 해요.
Shall we look at the conversation? 몇 시에 아르바이트 해요 means what time do you work part-time? 2시부터 해요 is I work from 2. Let's listen to it again and repeat. 몇 시에 아르바이트 해요? 2시부터 해요. Good job. Take a close look at the pronunciation. 몇 시에 아르바이트 해요 is pronounced 몇 시에. You pronounce the final consonant 치읓 in 몇 of 몇 시에 first as 몇, and it is prolonged to the 시옷 in the next syllable to become a strong sound, thereby pronounced 몇 시에. Go ahead and try it. 몇 시에. 몇 시에. Excellent. Now, just like we did last time, we will look at different verbs that have 하다 at the end. Do you know German? Arbeite is from arbeiten in German, which means to work, but Arbeite is a part-time job in Korean word from German. Therefore, Arbeite 하다 is to do a part-time job literally. Arbeite 하다. 공부 is study as a noun and 공부하다 is to do study literally. 공부하다. 운동 is sport in English and 운동하다 is to do sports literally. 운동하다. Shopping is shopping in English and 쇼핑하다 is to do shopping literally. 쇼핑하다. 수영 is swim as a noun in English and 수영하다 is to do swimming literally. 수영하다. 산책하다. 일 is work as a noun or job in English and 일하다 is to do a job literally. 일하다. Jogging is jogging in English and jogging하다 is to do jogging literally. 조깅하다. 요리하다. 숙제 is homework in English and 숙제하다 is to do homework. 숙제하다. O in 오전 means noon and 전 means before in Chinese characters. 오전 is literally translated into before noon. 오전. 후 in this 오후 means after in Chinese character, therefore becomes to mean afternoon. 오후. Next, we will look at some more words related to time. 아침, 점심, 저녁, 밤, 보통. 아르바이트해요 of 몇 시에 아르바이트해요 is an informal use of the verb 아르바이트하다. The basic form is 아르바이트하다, and we've discussed the last unit. You cannot use the basic form in a sentence, but must change it into 아요 or 어요, depending on the vowel of the stem. So, 아르바이트하다 becomes 아르바이트해요. What about 공부하다, which means to study? Right, it becomes 공부해요. Many of you have probably heard the phrase 사랑해요 or 좋아해요. 사랑해요 and 좋아해요 are the way they are because there is 하다 at the end of each 사랑하다, which means to love, and 좋아하다, which means to like. Try practicing again. Look at the following pictures and using the correct verbs, changing them into 해요. 공부하다, 공부해요. 운동하다, 운동해요. 쇼핑하다, 쇼핑해요. 수영하다, 수영해요. 산책하다, 산책해요. Great! Then let us take a look at 몇 시에 of 몇 시에 아르바이트해요. 몇 시 is an interrogative word asking for the time. It is used similarly to the English words when or what time. The 에 in 몇 시에 is a postposition about time. There are lots of meanings in the Korean postposition 에. We learned last time that 학교에 of 학교에 가요 represents the destination you are heading to, and 몇 시에 represents the time. Then how would you respond to 몇 시에 아르바이트해요? If you work part-time during the lunchtime, you say 점심에 아르바이트해요. If at night, you say 저녁에 아르바이트해요. In short, you can respond 점심에 해요 or 저녁에 해요. You can be even more specific. If you recall, you studied how to count the number of objects using 한 개, 두 개, 세 개, and 한 명, 두 명, 세 명. For people, when you talk about time, you have to use the unit 시 representing the hour. Repeat. 1 o'clock, 1시, 2시, 3시, 4시, 5시, 6시, 7시, 8시, 9시, and 10시. Then how would you say 11 o'clock? That's right. 11 o'clock is 11시, and 12 o'clock, 12시. So, if you ask 몇 시에 아르바이트 해요? You can respond 11시에 아르바이트 해요. Or 11시에 해요, in short. But what if you start your part-time job at 11? Then you use the postposition 부터, which is equivalent to the English word from. Then it becomes 11시부터 아르바이트 해요. If it's up to 1 o'clock, you use the postposition까지, which means to or until. So it becomes 1시까지 해요. How would you then say from 11 o'clock to 1 o'clock? Correct. You can say 11시부터 1시까지 해요. Then let's start practicing right away. Look at the following pictures and respond as in the example. 어디에서 아르바이트 해요? 식당에서 아르바이트 해요. 어디에서 조깅해요? 공원. 공원에서 조깅해요. 어디에서 쇼핑해요? 백화점. 백화점에서 쇼핑해요. 어디에서 공부해요? 도서관. 도서관에서 공부해요. 어디에서 일해요? 회사. 회사에서 일해요. Now let's practice talking about time. Look at the following pictures and respond as in the example. 몇 시에 운동해요? 7시에 운동해요. 몇 시에 학교에 가요? 8시에 학교에 가요. 몇 시에 점심을 먹어요? 1시에 점심을 먹어요. 몇 시부터 일해요? 9시부터 일해요. 몇 시부터 수영해요? 3시부터 수영해요. Excellent work. Well, I'm sure that you will be able to respond when a Korean person asks what time you do your job or what time you play sports. Do you think you can ask the same to a Korean? From now, try practicing them on your own. 일어나다, 세수하다, 아침을 먹다, 주중, 주말. Okay, up to now, quite many words and expressions we have learned. I think you know already that there is no best way to learn a language but to practice and practice. Practice makes it perfect. I hope you will get over this difficulty in learning Korean. 고맙습니다. 안녕하세요. Hello everyone. Throughout this module, you've learned to ask and answer questions about our daily lives using various verbs. In this unit, we will review how to ask and answer questions regarding your daily lives by utilizing the sentence patterns and the vocabulary you've learned. Shall we take a look at the conversation? Pay close attention.
저스틴 씨, 주말에 뭘 해요?
보통 집에서 쉬어요. 그리고 텔레비전을 봐요. 수지 씨는요?
저는 도서관에서 공부해요. 그리고 운동해요.
그럼 몇 시에 집에 와요?
오후 5시쯤 돌아와요.
Let's examine the conversation between the two people. 저스틴 씨, 주말에 뭘 해요? Asks, Justin, what are you doing on the weekend? 보통 집에서 쉬어요. Is an answer. I usually stay home and rest. 그리고 텔레비전을 봐요. 수지 씨는요? Is, and I watch television. What about you, Suji? 저는 도서관에서 공부해요. 그리고 운동해요. Says, I study in the library and exercise. 그럼 몇 시에 집에 와요? Asks, then what time do you come home? 오후 5시쯤 돌아와요. Is, I get back around 5 p.m. Listen to it one more time and repeat. 저스틴 씨, 주말에 뭘 해요? 보통 집에서 쉬어요. 그리고 텔레비전을 봐요. 수지 씨는요? 저는 도서관에서 공부해요. 그리고 운동해요. 그럼 몇 시에 집에 와요? 오후 5시쯤 돌아와요. Excellent. Take a look at the pronunciations. The final consonant 를 in 말 of 주말에 is prolonged to 에 and is pronounced 주말에. 주말에. Try to repeat after me. 주말에. Good work. And 집에서. 집에서. 도서관에서. 도서관에서. Now, let's have a look at some more vocabulary and expressions. 수지 씨는요? Is, what about you, Suji? It is used to ask Suji her opinion on something. For example, if you say, 저는 아침에 운동해요. You can simply say someone's name, 씨는요, asking the other person his or her opinion. 그럼 쯤 돌아오다 Shall we look at a couple more vocabulary? 음악을 듣다 수영장 친구 이야기하다 After school or after class, 수업 후 수업 후 영화를 보다 Now, Shall we start making conversations and practice? Han Youngmin usually exercises and then does his part-time job after class. And Stephen studies in the library and takes a walk in the evening. Okay, then make a dialogue between the two people. 영민 씨, 수업 후에 뭘 해요? 보통 운동해요. 그리고 아르바이트 해요. 스티븐 씨는요? 저는 도서관에서 공부해요. 그리고 저녁에 산책해요. 그래요? Now repeat after me, please. 영민 씨, 수업 후에 뭘 해요? 보통 운동해요. 그리고 아르바이트 해요. 스티븐 씨는요? 저는 도서관에서 공부해요. 그리고 저녁에 산책해요. 그래요? In this setting, Yuna goes to a swimming pool in the morning and meets her friends in the afternoon. On the other hand, Ricky usually listens to music and cleans his house in the afternoon. Please make a conversation between the two. Before you make a conversation, you need to know about the verb 듣다. 듣다 of 음악을 듣다 is an digit irregular verb. You do not say 듣어요, but rather the final consonant digit changes into 딜 and you add 어요 to pronounce it 들어요. 들어요. 묻다, which is to ask, also becomes 물어요. 물어요. 걷다 is to walk, likewise becomes 걸어요. 걸어요. Let's examine the dialogue as shown. 리키 씨, 주말에 뭘 해요? 보통 음악을 들어요. 그리고 오후에 청소해요. 유나 씨는요? 저는 오전에 수영장에 가요. 그리고 오후에 친구를 만나요. Repeat after me. 리키 씨, 주말에 뭘 해요? 보통 음악을 들어요. 그리고 오후에 청소해요. 유나 씨는요? 저는 오전에 수영장에 가요. 그리고 오후에 친구를 만나요. Now, talk about your own daily lives. What time do you go to school or work? And where do you spend your time? After that, what time do you come home? Now, you are able to talk about your day by using various Korean verbs and postpositions. If you repeatedly practice the conversations above, you will be able to speak more fluently. 저는 주말에 집에서 쉬어요. This is all for this unit. 고맙습니다.